Peace and blessings. I'm excited. I'm excited for today's call. I know it's going to help a lot of people. In regards to this situation, I know a lot of you guys, especially that are looking to get this free car, that are looking to use consumer law to get this free car. I know a lot of you guys may have a lot of inquiries that have popped up on your guys' credit. So I'm going to show you guys how, if any of you guys have ever been to the dealership and left the dealership with 10 to 15 inquiries, if you guys have gone to a mortgage lender and applied for credit through them and left them with 10 to 15 inquiries as well. So I'm going to show you guys how step by step to get inquiries removed. Inquiries is something that everybody should be able to know how to remove for self. This is something that is very, very simple. This video is going to be literally less than 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to come here. I got the whiteboard right here next to me, so I can go ahead and give you guys a step by step, and you guys can see I got a lot of feedback yesterday with using the whiteboard. So if you guys want to continue seeing more videos with the whiteboard, maybe even like actual just videos I'll post on the channel, trainings and everything on a whiteboard. If you guys would like to see that and more of those trainings and teachings, just keep me posted and I will go ahead and provide those for you guys. But above all else, here today we're going over how to delete inquiries. So let's get right into it. And so the first things first, the inquiries. So the first thing we want to do is we want to review a copy of our consumer report. We want to review our consumer report. So we want to get an official copy. So I recommend going to the link in my bio and getting that $1 credit report. It's $1 for 7 days. And if you guys do decide to have your credit monitored within that system, which I personally do use, it is $29 a month. All right, $29 a month for this credit monitoring system. Don't mind my being a bad handwriting. All right, $29 a month. So the next step, after we've reviewed it, we've seen that there's inquiries on our report. Maybe we left the dealership, we already knew that there's inquiries. We want to print out this copy. So when I say review it, we want to have a printed copy of it as well too, because we're going to send this out with the letters as well too. Then step 2, we're going to file an FTC complaint. So we're going to come here to the Federal Trade Commission. On the Federal Trade Commission, we're not going to include any accounts that are open. So all of the inquiries in which we're going to put on our FTC report are accounts that we have not had open. And if they have been open, the only way we will put them is if they've been on there for more than 2 years. So if the account is fairly new, do not include it within the FTC report. Within the FTC report, we're going to come and create an identity theft report. And the law that governs this one is Title 15, U.S. Code 1681, C2. 1681 C2. And this right here is going to talk about how, you got for any identity theft, there's 4 steps that must be taken in order for them to freeze that report. All right, so within the FTC report, there's going to be 2 codes in which we're specifically going to mention. We're going to mention, yes, we can mention that one, 15 USC 1681A. Let me come here to the definition to make sure I'm using the proper one. So 1681A, number 2, then it's going to be I. So A2I, 15 USC, and pursuant to 15 USC 1681A 2I. This right here is the exclusion. So A is the definition section of the FCRA. 2 is going to be the exclusion section once you scroll down. So this is what should be excluded from a consumer report. And then I is what's within exclusions. And I states reports containing information solely as to transactions or experiences. So any transaction or experience between the consumer and the person making the report. So this is one violation within itself. There's another one, if you scroll down a little bit, and this is 15 USC 1681 A, same thing. Number 2, exclusions. But this one is going to be letter B, capital B. So this is any authorization or approval of a specific extension of credit directly or indirectly by the issuer of a credit card or similar device. So anything with our credit card should not be on our consumer report. This should be excluded from our consumer report. So yes, this can help with inquiries, but that can really help with any account as a whole that's on your guys' consumer report. They didn't have, written consent from you, the consumer. They didn't have proper permissible purpose, which is going to be the third and final violation. I wasn't going to give you guys this one right here. So this was going to be the second one, permissible purpose, 1681B. Another one you guys could even use for inquiries. So 1681B is permissible purpose. They got to have written consent or court jurisdiction in order to furnish the information lawfully. 15 U.S.C. 1681 S2. So if this is any information is inaccurate, this is another violation within itself as well too. So let me read it specifically off to you guys. 1681 S2. So this is responsibilities of the furnishers of information to consumer reporting agencies. A person shall not furnish any information related to a consumer to any consumer reporting agency if the person knows or has reasonable to believe that the information is inaccurate. So if it is inaccurate, they must not report this information. And so those are 4 violations right there within itself that we all can use within this FTC report. So within the FTC report, it's going to ask you basic information about yourself, about the company, and how to file an FTC report. I will include that within the Millionaires Club. So Millionaires Club, I'm going to have a step-by-step on how to create an FTC report, how to create a CFPB complaint. So FTC, CFPB. I'm literally going to do all of these this weekend, and a Better Business Bureau complaint. So these are 3 complaints right here that will be included within Millionaires Club, which I believe is like $5 a month. And this is our first membership level. So definitely get tuned in with the Millionaires Club. Above all else, today we're specifically focusing on inquiries, and the FTC report is going to help with the inquiries the most. And so the next step after creating the FTC report is we're going to print out 3 copies. So we need 3 copies. Why do we need 3 copies? 1 for Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. 3 copies not only of the FTC report. So yes, we need 3 copies of the FTC report. We're going to need your ID. You're also going to need a copy of your social security number. And so this is 3. 1, 2, 3. And then after this, prior to sending this out, what I want you all to do is I want you to create a CFPB complaint against Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Within this CFPB complaint, there's going to be a file where you could attach an attachment. I want you to add in the file the FTC report with all of the inquiries. Then in the statement, I want you to include all of the violations, right? And then I want you to mark and make sure you know all of the violations. I gave you guys 4 alone. There's a lot more violations. So that alone per inquiry can be $4,000 that you guys all can be receiving, from each inquiry deletion. So now that we got 3 copies of the FTC report, ID, social security number, and the CFPB complaint, we're going to send this off to the reporting agencies. You guys can send it certified mail, and you guys could also send it certified mail from home on online certifiedmail.com. Online certifiedmail.com. You guys can go ahead and file and send in the FTC report, your ID, your social security number, and a CFPB complaint breaking down how you guys have been violated within the FCRA for them reporting these inquiries. Now we're going to send this out, and we're going to give them 5 days to 3 to 5 days to receive this, and another 3 to 5 to review it. So all in all, we'll give them about 2 weeks. We'll give them about 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Week two, what we're going to do is we're going to give them a call. We're going to actually call Equifax. We're going to call Experian. And we're going to call TransUnion. With TransUnion specifically, there's a special handlings department. Special handling. Ask to speak to them. They're the ones who will help you be able to get deletions. A lot of times, TransUnion will get you deletions over the phone. Same with Equifax. Call them. Speak to a manager. Speak with manager. You know, it may take you being on the phone hours. That's okay. This is where our life we're talking about. Experience. I believe it's, let me see. Okay. And so for Experian, another trick for them. So one thing you guys can do is you guys can send this to their 475 Anton Boulevard address. This is an actual physical. So this is for any time you dispute with Experian. Here's some quick sauce. And if you're gaining some value, make sure you share this with 3 to 5 people. Make sure you guys come in here and share a like as well too. That's something that is cost free. I would love and appreciate any badges, anything else dropped for any of the information which we're dropping. But the least y'all can do is drop a like. If you don't like the information, make sure you guys go through and drop a dislike and tell me what you want to see more of. So 475 Anton Boulevard, this is the actual physical address where real people will be answering for Experian. So those are the 3 report agencies. We're going to give them a call, like I said, about 2 weeks after we've sent in the documents we've sent. And we're going to exercise basically what has been said within the phone call. You know, pursuant to the FCRA, you know, I didn't give anybody permissible purpose to furnish this information and these inquiries on my report. And have there been an inquiry on my consumer report, that means that there's a receipt of a transaction. That means that somebody got paid. You know, somebody benefited off of my credit, you know, and let me pull up that code for you guys. So with that, one thing you guys can mention also within truth and lending is unauthorized use of them, you know, using your credit, you know, improperly. So the term 15 USC 1602P, the term unauthorized use means a use of a credit card by a person other than the cardholder who does not have actual implied or apparent authority for such use and from which the cardholder receives no benefit. What benefit am I receiving from them pulling my credit, running it, them benefiting, and them getting paid off my credit, and then putting an inquiry on my consumer report, and then it affected me from going out and acquiring credit? I think that's a mic drop right there. Unauthorized use. Go look up and understand the definition section, family. Forget everything else I said. Unauthorized use within truth and lending's definition section. Get that removed. You know what? Where did you guys benefit at all? So now that we've sent in the FCC report, we gave them a call. You know, if they don't remove it from that call, I'm gonna just continue sending out letters to them directly. And if they don't want to budge from there, you know, I'm gonna give them another phone call within the next couple of days. Speak to a manager, speak to somebody higher up. If they still do not, you know, comply, I'm going to create a TransUnion account. I'm going to create an Equifax account, an Experian account. And now that I've created an account with them, I signed the agreement with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Now I'm going to come for the reporting agencies for money for one, reporting and knowingly and willfully violating my rights and furnishing this inaccurate information. And then for two, now I can take them through arbitration, because once you've gone through and got started with any of the apps or transunion.com, once you guys have signed up with that, you guys sign an agreement, and then within that agreement, it has arbitration, process and clause in which you guys can go through and take them, to those steps and hold them civilly liable. And so that's the game that I have for you guys today. After getting everything removed, using, like I said, I gave you guys minimum. Now, all in all, tying in everything, 5 violations. So now 15 USC 1681 and Title 15 USC 1681Q. These are 2 violations within the FCRA where you can hold them civilly liable for willfully and knowingly violating your guys' rights within the FCRA. So 1681, you guys can get $1,000, $1K per each violation. All right, 1681Q, you guys can now talk about, if they're not looking to pay the fine, now we can talk about imprisoning them for them acting under the penalty of perjury, because now they knowingly and willfully are violating our rights. We just came through and literally wrote down all of the violations and showed you guys the violations, let it be known that there was no unauthorized use, of my credit card in the first place. And, from that being said, I didn't benefit in one bit. People are benefiting off my credit. So now I'm going to come and collect what's mine, so that's that. And that's how we'll delete the inquiries. I went a lot longer than I wanted to on this live, but that's just me always over delivering for you guys. But like I said, in the Millionaires Club, we're putting together step-by-steps and how-tos for everything in which you guys will need to get every account removed from your consumer report. In the Billionaires Club, that's where we'll go over remedy, going through the arbitration, and I'm putting together a couple of things for you guys this weekend on that end. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And on Monday, we'll have at least 2 to 3 videos within each level: the Millionaires Club, the Billionaires Club, and the Mob. And where I'll be dropping more business-related information, commerce, and then also everything within the consumer law. So I'm looking forward to it. Your lives are always too short. How long y'all want me to go live? It's like, damn, I got things to do, people to see, places to be. No, but I love being here, honestly. And that's why I've been going live every day. There's not too much to talk about. I see a lot of these lives and where a lot of people come in and just rant for hours. I'm not here to rant for nobody. 45 minutes at least. No, not at all. I don't see any questions. If there's any questions, I would love to be here longer. I don't mind being here, not one bit, but the more, like I say, that you guys give back to me, the more I'm going to give back to you guys in tenfold. I filed my complaint, but I didn't attach any documents. Is that okay? It's okay. I mean, if you filed it and if you've sent it off to them, you can still call them, and you should be good. If not, just send. You're definitely going to need your ID and your social. Like, those are the documents you're going to need with the FCC report. The CFPB complaint, that's just additional, force in which we're coming with. My email is support@YVNG, Y as in yellow, V as in Victor, N as in Nancy, G as in gangster, Billionaires Club with the V as in Victor again, .com. So YVNG, Billionaires CLVB.com. Or it's just Billionaires Club with the V. Everything is always going to be with the V at gmail.com. Or if you want to just get in contact with me even sooner, go to the link in my bio, schedule a 15-minute high-level conversation. Make sure you guys are in our public Discord and our public Telegram as well too. In 2024, we're specifically going to be focusing on the Discord. And what I did want to mention as well too with the memberships, with the Billionaires Club and the Mob, you guys will be entered into private Discord channels for everybody that's in the mob and within Billionaires Club membership level of the YouTube. You guys will get access to a private Discord channel that you guys will get unlimited access to for life. You guys will get lifetime access to that membership, I should say. I'm shaking. I have so many questions, but you trying to put it in the please. Yeah, feel free drop them in the comment section. I would love to do a Q&A right now as well too. I'm with y'all. I'll cool it with y'all here for a good 5-10 minutes. Oh yes, sir. I don't have a room. What do I have? What do I put as the reason in the CFPB complaint in the remedy box on the CFPB website? Okay, so what you will put in the CFPB complaint box, I'm pretty sure that's the like the complaint part where you're describing everything. So you can put something like, I reviewed a copy of my consumer report. On my consumer report, I had seen that, these corporations, you could list the corporations in the inquiries, pulled my credit, without permissible purpose. I'd seen that they pulled my credit without permissible purpose and in pursuant to 15 USC 1681B. It's a violation within the FCRA. Furthermore, if I take you guys to the definition section and where they talk about exclusions within 15 USC 1681A, number 2I, which is exclusions, it states any transaction or experience should be excluded from one's consumer report. And then you could literally break down that code that I gave to you guys. You could talk about inaccuracies, and you could go into how it's not accurate. And you if you guys just go look in Black's Law Dictionary, what's the law for not getting full disclosure? The law for not getting full disclosure. That doesn't pertain to inquiries. I haven't covered that on today's call. I love that airport crew. It's exactly what I put. I got my script written out, including the codes and all of them when I called them all. Yes, sir. He's ready for war. He's got his ammunition ready and laid out to go to war. How many of y'all are ready for war? A lot of y'all want to go to war with these companies, but y'all don't got y'all chips in order yet. What's the law for? Okay. And then the remedy box, you would just mention 1681N. So that's getting remedy within the FCRA. Talks about any actual damages. So what are the damages that have been done? You guys define the damages that have been done. Only you know the damage that have been done. Whether it's, maritable instability, it's causing, damages and effects within your marriage. Whether it's financial distress is causing you to financially, being a burden because you're finding ways and putting money aside to pay back something in which you don't owe. Maybe it's causing mental distress. Maybe it's causing you to lose hours of sleep, waking up in the middle of the night, because this is literally running through your mind, racing through you guys' mind. So you guys define the damages that have been done. Maybe it's you guys having all these inquiries and going to apply for a mortgage right after you have all these inquiries. And because I applied for this mortgage and I had all these inquiries, I was denied credit. I was denied my right. I was denied my God-given right to where now it's affected me from, living. And now I can't have a house and a roof over my head. And now my kids, don't have proper, roofing and housing over their head because of you guys inaccurately reporting this information. So now I'm gonna come for you guys for the damages that have been done. That could be hundreds of thousands of dollars for them, denying from them reporting that inaccurate information and that causing you to be denied for your guys' God-given right, which is your right to extend credit, as we are the creditor in fact, in which I went over on yesterday's call. Can you put the email in the chat box? Yes, I will. I'll put them both up in there. Okay, family. Okay, so does anybody else have any extra questions? That's all I have for you guys today. Um, we got people coming in the mentorship. We're talking about 5-year plans. Do you want me to be specific on the dates for my 5-year plan, or just explain what I want to do by year and bullet points? We got people coming in talking about 5-year plans, setting up goals outside of finance, setting up goals outside of business, actually personally developing themselves as an actual man, as a woman, in all areas of life, mentally, spiritually, financially. And that's what it's about. That's how we're going to empower. That's how we're going to enrich. And that's how we're going to educate 1 billion lives, is with all of us getting right in all areas. In fact, all that I need is a paper copy of all three. They're not credit bureaus. Credit bureau reports to keep as evidence in a paper trail. Right? The consumer reporting agencies never once have they ever been a credit bureau. The only bureau is the CFPB, and you could back that in the definition section of the FCRA and Truth in Lending. I'm saying up so I can link up with you, bro. Thanks for all the 100% King. I mean, you can link up with me within Millionaires Club or the Mob, which is $15 to $25 a month on the YouTube. Like I said, on Monday, we'll have 2 to 3 videos uploaded already for you guys that I'm going to be working on this weekend. So that's everything that I have for you guys today. I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you guys are looking to get in contact with me, make sure you guys schedule that 15-minute high-level conversation. We got about 8 days left in September before this month is over, and you guys are going to be seeing my face every day live. Here on the public channel, at least, here in the Millionaires Club, Billionaires Club, and the Mob, we're going to be live, every day, if not every other day, if not within there, the personal mentorship and everybody within the Mob will get access to the personal mentorships call once a week. So I'm looking forward to building with you guys, building a community here on the tube. It's been, truly a blessing, truly to be able to come here and educate you guys, and for you guys to receive the information in which I'm giving to you guys. So let's continue raising all of our levels of vibration. And how are we going to do that? We're going to operate in complete gratitude and complete love. So let's keep doing such, family, and spreading word. And I'll see you guys all at the top. Remember why? Because the bottom is way too crowded. Peace and blessings, family. Take care of you and yours. Go tell somebody, go tell a loved one of yours that you love them, that you value them, what you value, and what you appreciate them for. I appreciate y'all. Blessings. We out.